Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, The Conjuring from 2013. It's directed by James Wan and stars Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. So I know there's a lot tied up in the supposedly true story of the Conjuring films. But as I've stated before, I am more concerned with the movie than I am with its ability to capture the truth of the whole situation. So in that department, The Conjuring should count its lucky fucking stars. Because when it comes to the tripe that Lorraine and Ed Warren were selling people, I'm not buying. But since that isn't what this review is about, I'm going to hold myself back from a string of expletives and other such shit and just talk about the movie because the movie is a fucking phenomenal horror film. Say what you will about the people it was based on and the true case at the center of it, and believe me, I would love to, but the film unrelated to all of that is an absolute masterclass on how to scare the shit out of someone. It's a little like a roller coaster too, at least the first one is, because by the somewhat mushy tone of the exorcism at the end, I found myself parting with a tear or two. That's how well this movie does what it sets out to do. Hell, it has an R rating not because of the language or blood or gore or violence, but because of terror. Basically, it was too scary to get a PG-13 rating, and I find that hilarious. The film is about a married pair of ghost hunters trying to rid a family of their house's haunting, which turns out to be a real bad witch by the name Bathsheba. The matriarch of the family is played by the ever-delightful Lily Taylor, who I have loved ever since seeing her in 1996's I Shot Andy Warhol. She had bit parts before that in several things, but I Shot Andy Warhol was her big break. She is phenomenal, and she brings with her a grounded sense to her role in this film that without I don't think the ending would make me feel any feels as it does. Also, I think the duo of Patrick Wilson, who is a favorite of director James Wan as they've done several films together, and Vera Farmiga is a potent one. The two of them are great actors on their own, so watching them team up is something really special. The film starts out with a bit of Annabelle doll fun, and that's because giving the doll its own film series was probably the furthest thing from anyone's mind when making this film. Which was well done by James Wan, who I honestly can't think of a movie of his that I've seen which he hasn't put in an excellent job. I'm giving The Conjuring a well-deserved A, and tomorrow we move on to the sequel, The Conjuring 2. See y'all then.